Hi everyone, I'm Rohit Kumar Nerla here again, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, in this channel I'll talk about everything from philosophy to spirituality to history to English communication to psychology and even the cultural norms and ideologies and current affairs. So it is an interesting channel, and I hope you stick around. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I really want to grow this channel, and if you have any comments about the content I'm making or even about me, please feel free to post it in the comments. So the topic of today's video is going to be mirroring, and this is a technique that I've recently learned through a book. Although I was kind of aware of this technique in the past, and the book, which I highly recommend to everyone, especially those who want to improve their communication and build rapport with other people. This is a must read, and the book is called Never Split the Difference by Chriss Voss. And I've been reading this book for past couple of weeks now, and I'm just blown away by the book. The author is actually an ex-FBI negotiator, if that puts things into perspective. So the things he teaches really works, because if they didn't, somebody would die. And he was a hostage negotiator, so he was involved in high stakes hostage negotiations with terrorists and kidnappers and bank robbers. So he is obviously very good at the job, and as you can see, I've taken so many notes throughout this book. It's just almost pretty much in every page I've written something in the marginalia. So I highly recommend this book. And the technique that I want to talk about in this video is, like I said, is mirroring. It's a technique in which you sort of build a rapport with your counterpart, or in this case the counterpart would be whoever you're speaking with. So let's say you're speaking with a friend, or a client, or your boss, or your loved ones. It could be anyone. It doesn't matter who. If you want to have a genuine conversation with them, if you want them to talk to you, or reveal more to you, reveal things that they probably wouldn't say in their first statement, but you can sort of cajole it out of them. And so this technique really works in that regard. But before that, let's just ask the basic question, what is mirroring? So mirroring is basically an imitation, to put it in simple words. If you want to know the scientific term, that it's called isopraximism, but that is not really the topic of this video. In this video I just want to talk about how you can mirror your conversation partner, and how they can reveal more things to you in the conversation, and you can get them to talk a lot more if you apply this technique. So in simple terms, how would you apply this art of mirroring? It's very straightforward, and the author has a very simple technique for mirroring, and that is, you just repeat the last three words that your conversational partner has used. I'll give you an example of mirroring. Let's say your friend comes up to you and says, hey, last week I went out with my family on a picnic. And you could go on a picnic? See, that's the mirroring. You repeat those last three words. So you could say on a picnic, then your friend would be yeah, we went to Ajanta caves in Aurangabad. It was amazing, and I had a lot of fun with my family. And then you can again mirror something back to him. It need not be the last three words. It could be Aurangabad. You could say Aurangabad, and then your friend would be like, yeah, I never imagined myself going to Aurangabad, but it's so close by to Mumbai, uh, and so we just went there. And you can again mirror something back at him. You can say close by, and then your friend would be like, well, not really close by, it's like 5 hours from Mumbai, but it's totally doable if you catch an AC bus in the weekend. And then you can again mirror something back at him and say, like, catch an AC bus, and then your friend would be like, yeah, you would have to book this comfortable AC bus which picks you up from major areas of Mumbai and then takes you to Aurangabad. And so basically this is like an example. So the important thing is that you try and mirror back either the last three words of the statement that your conversation partner has made, or something crucial from his statement that you can mirror back at him. And what this does is, when you mirror back his own words at him, it's human tendency or human psychology to like fill up that silence or fill up that void in the conversation. And like, human beings can't tolerate gaps in conversation, they can't tolerate silences in conversation. I mean, if you've ever been in a negotiation, you would see that if you've ever been in sales, you would know this. When the client becomes silent in the conversation, the salesperson becomes a little bit uncomfortable, and he goes on and on about the product, or he does everything in his power to fill the silence in the conversation. And mirroring has shown to really work, and this is like one of the best rapport building techniques that are out there. In fact, they did a study on a group of waiters. There was like these two groups of waiters. One group was trained to mirror the order of the clients back at them, and the other group of waiters would just simply say, okay, great, or no problem, when the client was ordering food. And so what they found in this research was that the waiters who actually mirrored back the order to the client, let's say the client was like, I want 1 plate of chili paneer, 1 plate of dal fry, and the waiter was like, chili paneer, dal fry, and so on and so forth. Those waiters who mirrored the order back, they actually ended up getting 70% more tip than the average waiter who went like, hey, yeah, great, okay, sure, no problem. So this thing works, and at first it'll be a little bit awkward. I've been practicing this technique for like past 1 month now, and in the beginning it was very awkward, but the moment you start seeing results, the moment you start seeing other people just elaborating on their points without you doing anything, literally, it's a great feeling. And it carries the conversation. You don't need to speak much. The other person just goes on and on about whatever they want to say, and it makes them feel good at the end of the day, and it will make them like you more, because you let them be who they are, and let them you give them that freedom to express themselves and communicate, and really give them the feeling that you appreciate them. And another thing about mirroring is that it only works if you're truly listening to them, and you need to be actively listening to them in order to pick up the words that they're saying, because you would have to mirror back the three crucial words, either the last three words or something from the middle of the sentence that is crucial to the conversation, and you sort of mirror it back to them, which makes them feel that they are being heard and understood. So this technique is probably one of the strongest conversational techniques that I've ever come across, and I am trying to use this with everyone I meet, like the shopkeepers, my co-workers, my family, and it's giving amazing improvements in my conversations. I mean, I prefer to be the one asking questions normally and let the other person talk. And this technique has made it even better. And so try this technique out. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And definitely I would recommend that you check out this book, Never Split the Difference. It's a must read. It's a must read for every person out there, especially if you're in sales or if you're in negotiations, and or if you have a client facing job where you have to constantly communicate with others. This book is definitely I think number one on my list. I would put it even above How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is like the modern equivalent of that book. So that's pretty much it. Mirroring, try it out, guys. Let me know what you think. And try it with everyone. Don't be shy about it. It'll be awkward in the beginning, but just do it. And after a while, you'll be as excited as me, and you'd probably want to talk about it with other people and like suggest it with your friends and whatnot. And it'll become like a part of you, and I hope it becomes a part of you, because you'll have much better conversations with people. People will reveal more things to you. They will trust you more because you allow them to speak more without interjecting them or without interrupting them. And when you repeat their words, they feel understood and heard. What's not to like about this technique? I mean, everything in this book is amazing, but this is like the basic conversational trick, and I highly recommend it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this informative, and if you did, kindly subscribe, kindly like, kindly comment, and I will see you again in my next video. Until then, bye.